also for Cal, 7 for Harper Camp, 7 for Gary Franklin. Brandon Smith off the bench with 6 points. A very good first half for the sophomore. 4 for Richard Solomon, 2 for Alan Crabb. Marcurry Sanders Price scoreless, but 6 rebounds and a blocked shot in the first half. Nigel Carter scoreless, Bach, and Emerson Murray all did not score. The Lobos led by 13 off the bench, already a career high for Jamal Fenton. 5 of 7 from the field and 3 of 3 beyond the arc for the sophomore. 9 for Kendall Williams, the New Mexico freshman, on 3 of 6 from the field. 5 points, 3 assists, but 4 turnovers for Darius Gary. 4 points, 5 rebounds for freshman Alex Kirk. 3 for Tony Snell. Cameron Bairstow with 2 for the Lobos. A.J. Hardiman scoreless, but 5 rebounds. Curtis Dennis didn't score in the first half. Also scoreless, Emmanuel Negadu, Chad Adams for the Lobos. New Mexico 48%, the Bears 59% in the first half, but New Mexico 6 of 11 from 3. Cal just 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Rebounds 15 to 14 Bears. 8 Cal turnovers to 9 for New Mexico. It'll be a Bear ball when we begin the second half. Second half action straight ahead. California leading New Mexico 38-36. Your Center Health halftime show. Center Health halftime show is over. We'll go to the second half next. Cal Sports Network from IMG College.
New voice messages.
Mike, it's Taylor, your favorite all-pro running back. Man, you missed my 46-yard TD run last night. Dinner with your wife is more important than the team? Whatever.
Yo, Mike, it's Buckner, the center for your hoops team. What's with you hitting the hardware store while I'm in a playoff game? Thanks a lot.
In sports, any second can be the second. Download game highlights, scores, and stats with the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T. Rethink possible.
Certain geographic other monthly charges and restrictions apply. 3G not available in all areas. See store for details.
You're listening to the Cal Sports Network from IMG College.
Established in 1935, Economy Lumber has successfully served Bay Area building professionals and homeowners. Owned and operated by former Cal student athletes, Economy Lumber has grown steadily over the decades from a handful of workers in 1975 to now nearly 60 employees. Economy Lumber Company serves its customers with knowledgeable, experienced, long-term employees that are actively involved in the ongoing and development of the community in which it resides. Visit economylumberco.com or visit our locations on High Street in Oakland or the Piedmont location on 40th Street.
For up-to-date breaking news on the Cal Golden Bears, there's no better source than CalBears.com, the official website of Cal Athletics. CalBears.com provides detailed content and results at all Cal sports teams, with innovative photos, live game and coaches show broadcasts, and in-depth interviews about the Cal Golden Bears. CalBears.com is your complete online source for sports news when you just have to know. Visit CalBears.com and make it your start page each time you log on to the internet. Go to the source. Go to CalBears.com.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in all over the Cal Basketball Radio Network from IMG College, whether it's on our new flagship station in San Francisco, KNEW, 9:10 a.m., or up in the state capital, Sacramento, KTKZ, 1380 a.m. Saw Kevin Johnson here today.
The mayor. We had two mayors on the sidelines, didn't we?
Yes, we did, and congratulations to soon-to-be, former staff member of the
John
Cal
Dunbar.
Athletic Department, John Dunbar, the new mayor of Yountville.
French Laundry, the restaurant up there.
Yeah.
Good place to go taste some wine. Yeah, good place to go.
Also down in Monterey at 5:40 a.m., KRXA. And over in the Valley in Modesto, 970 a.m., KESP. Are those along XM satellite radio? Or getting it off CalBears.com. 38-36, the Bears leading New Mexico, getting ready to start the second half here. And first 20 minutes, Todd, exciting basketball, very encouraging, I think.
Yeah, I think so too, against a good Lobo team. And Fenton was the difference maker for the Lobos. He came in midway through that first half and really ignited their offense, and they built on his energy, and we got us a nice ball game right now.
Single-handedly kept New Mexico in it. Cal with the ball, going from right to left in the second half. Gutierrez, the top of the key, goes inside for Camp, left block, left to lean in, shot short, and then lost the rebound out of bounds. It goes underneath to the Lobos.
Yeah, a little bit of a force there, I think, by Harper. Pretty well defended, and he was in some traffic. Probably needed to kick that back out and repost.
Jorge Gutierrez, Gary Franklin, Alan Crabb, Harper Camp, Marcurry Sanders, Friesen for Cal. In the gold, New Mexico in the red. Driving in right corner, Williams, pump fake flying by Gutierrez, 18-footer off the dribble, rattles around and out. for Derice Gary. Rebound Sanders Friesen. Outlets to Gutierrez. 2-on-2. Pull up off the dribble. Left elbow rims off. And the rebound cleared by A.J. Hardiman for the Lobos. Drops it off to Jamal Fenton, who starts in the second half for New Mexico. Fenton, Gary, Williams, Hardiman, and Kirk. Left wing Fenton off a Kirk screen to the top. Throws it left corner for Kirk. Whips it inside. Hardiman left block. Spins underneath. Shot spiked from behind by Sanders Friesen. But first to clear out offensive foul. A.J. Hardiman called for his third and the first foul in New Mexico in the second half.
Yeah, Jorge pulled the chair on him. He bumped him when he first got the ball. He thought he was still there, and he backed off, and then the offensive player, thinking there was going to be contact, didn't get any, stumbled, turnover.
Here is Gutierrez across midcourt for Cal against the man-to-man, who is right against Gary. So 3 fouls on A.J. Hardiman. Camp at the top. Might have got away with a travel. Right sideline, Gutierrez. Left wing behind a screen. Crab fumbles the ball. Thought about the 3, but lost the ball. Throws Sanders Friesen to the foul line. Squares up on Kirk. Pump fake to his left. Goes up strong. Waved off offensive foul. He charged left block. Hardiman drawing the offensive foul against Sanders Friesen. His third foul, and the first on Cal here in the second half.
Well, too bad for Alan Crabb. He was going to have a wide-open three-point look, but he fumbled the ball almost a little too anxious to get the shot off. And then after that, they went to Mark Curry. He tried to power with the left hand from the top of the free throw line and just ran over a defender.
Emmanuel Negadu checks in. Hardiman sits down with the 3 fouls as Fenton runs it up for the Lobos. Still scoreless here in the second half. Cal clinging to a 2-point lead. Right wing, here's a Kirk three-pointer. It's well short. Rebound Gutierrez for Cal. Jorge up the left side. 2-on-2. Cut center. Drives inside. Outside right. Franklin a 3 on the way. That's long. On the weak side rebound. Camp for Cal. And a foul's called going for the rebound. And it's against the Lobos and Kirk for a hold. His first and the second on New Mexico. Richard Solomon comes in for Cal, replacing Sanders Friesen. So the lanky 6'10 freshman into the ball game for Cal at a good first half. Ball comes in left corner for Camp. Left of the top, Solomon hands off Gutierrez against Gary. Swings it right for Franklin. Drives in baseline right. Spins right of the key to Gutierrez to the top. Backs up, fires a 3 right of the top. Too strong, and the rebound Kirk for New Mexico. Outlets, pushing the ball's Williams. Down the center. Stutter step goes to his right. Falling away, throws up a crazy shot. Too much, but it's tipped up and in on the weak side by Negadu to tie the game at 38. First points for Emmanuel Negadu. The air ball benefiting New Mexico. Left wing Crab. Bounce pass left to the lane Solomon. Franklin a quick trigger on a 3. Good from the left wing as Fenton too slow to get out behind the screen. 41-38 Cal. Second 3 for Franklin, who has 10. Fenton off a screen from the right wing to the top, using Kirk as the pick. Left corner Williams. Left block double team Negadu. Jump hook. Swatted away by Solomon. Out of bounds into the cheerleaders on the baseline. And Richard Solomon deflects it out. That was an excellent anticipation and block from Solomon.
Well, he's got long arms. He can be a very effective rejector in there.
Cal has not trailed in this game. Right corner off the inbound Fenton. Right wing Gary moves into Gutierrez. Picks up his dribble. Tied up by Jorge, and a jump ball will go to the Lobos. Boy, Gary's taking a beating tonight.
Yeah, he must feel like a boxer. I mean, he's taking a few shots to the jaw tonight.
He and Jorge are going at it. And Gary's getting the worst of it from Jorge. Right corner off the inbound Fenton. At the top, Derice Gary. Looking to clear out. Now goes right wing for Fenton. Jab step against Franklin. Right elbow Kirk back to the basket. Right wing to Fenton. Dribbles to his right. Moves in baseline right. Goes underneath. Left corner. Challenge 3 is an air ball short from Williams as Crab with excellent defense and the Bears clear it. Gutierrez up the right side. Attacks Gary off the dribble to the right block. Runner. And one. Count it. Gutierrez fouled by Derice Gary. Jorge hacked in the act.
Again, he got that ball on the wing and was able to just kind of turn the corner. And instead of going all the way to the basket, he kind of went up and jumped a little bit backwards. Lets the defender go by him, pick up the foul, and yet the strength to finish. Great play again by Jorge, who's having another really solid offensive night.
Second foul on Gary, the third on the Lobos here. Cal scored 5 straight, leading at 43-38. Gutierrez just 1 of 4 at the line. Free throw is too strong. Camp tips the rebound free. Underneath Solomon, clears, foul to the rim by Kirk. The Bears keep it alive on the offensive glass.
And that
was Kirk, his second foul.
And that was Harper Camp. There were 3 Lobos and then Harper going for that missed free throw. And Harper kept it alive. We said sometimes you can't grab it. If you can just tip it, keep it alive. And he kind of volleyballed it to the other side to Solomon, who got fouled going to the rack.
Solomon was 1 of 4 at the line Tuesday against Northridge, shooting 2. First one rattles around, falls off. Cal just 2 of 8 from the free throw line.
And remember, 2 of those were the front end of 1-and-1. So that's like being 2 for 10.
One more shot coming for Solomon. 4 points tonight. Second one is long, and the rebound, Williams clears it for the Lobos. Boy, Cal's just giving away points to the free throw line. Into the front court, Williams. Right wing, Fenton with the ball. Williams at the top. Backs it away from Gutierrez. Right corner, stepping out, Nugatu. Right wing is Gary behind the screen. Williams outside left. Rubbing off a Kirk pick to the sideline. Picks up his dribble. Kirk at the top. Pass underneath for Gary. Broken up by Solomon. The Bears steal it. Gutierrez ahead for Crabbe up the right side. Deflected out by Nugatu in the open floor. And Cal will have it in midcourt right sideline.
That was a great defensive possession. And keep in mind, Crabbe and Solomon, freshmen, but very long arms. They can cover a lot of space and get their hands and deflect the ball.
And teammates last year at Price High School in L.A. Gutierrez across midcourt against Gary to the top. Hands off for Camp. Dribbles left against Nugatu. Left wing Gutierrez to his right against Gary. Slings it off. Franklin a 3 at the top. It's off the front rim, no good, and the ball trickles out of bounds. Right corner to the Lobos. Rush that shot a little bit.
A little bit, but, I mean, that's a shot he can make. He's got a quick trigger, and Mike Montgomery off the bench applauding, saying, that's fine, that's a good shot. Go ahead and keep taking those.
Cal by 5, leading by as many as 12 in the first half. Cross midcourt, Williams for New Mexico left side. Fenton out near the center circle. Floats off to his right with a right-hand dribble. Left wing on the Haas Pavilion logo is Williams. Left corner, Gary pumps on a 3. To his right, into the key, stumbles inside, and they're going to count it in one NBA continuation for Darius Gary. They're calling the block on Gutierrez his 3rd. And Darius Gary stumbling inside. Looked like he was doing the triple jump right there.
My goodness gracious, I agree with you there. I mean, that was definitely the continuation rule. He took at least 2 after the bump, and now 3 for Jorge, and that's a concern.
Second team foul on Cal. Gary's free throw rattles home. And Darius Gary is now 4 of 5 at the line. 2-point lead, 43-41. Gutierrez gets a breather here as Brandon Smith comes in. Smith, Franklin, Crabbe, Solomon, and Camp now for Cal. Jogging it down the center, Smith into the front court. Angles right. Right wing with a dribble. Goes to Solomon to the top. Left wing, Gary Franklin against Gary. Right side goes to Crabbe to his left. Into the lane. Floater from 5. Too strong. Rebound tipped out, but Crabbe has it left elbow. Left wing, Franklin around Gary. Into the key. Left block, Camp. Seals. Nugatu fouled and 1 as he spun to his left. Off the window and in. Heady play by the Bears as Harper Camp finishes inside and draws the foul. Takes us to a timeout. 15:54 to go here in the ball game. 45-41 Bears. Cal Sports Network from IMG College.
Hear that? That's the sound of one driver. Now, hear that? That's the sound of 40 million drivers. That's how many drivers choose State Farm Insurance. Why do more people choose State Farm? Could everyone please jingle their car keys? Sounds like the jingle of money. Money they're saving from all those State Farm discounts. Want State Farm to find you discounts up to 40%? Go to discountdoublecheck.com and see what you could save. Discount percentage and availability may vary by state.
Whoa! Honey, where's the purple chair?
7 days for $32.95.
Oh! Honey, where's the lamp?
7 days for $32.95.
Honey, where's my clothes?
$32.95. That's all it costs to sell most anything with a classified ad in the Contra Costa Times and ContraCostaTimes.com.
Honey, where's the garage?
Make money by selling most anything, even old 8-tracks, with a 3-line classified ad for only $32.95. Over 800,000 people will see your ad in the Times and on our website. Just don't, get carried away.
Honey, this is starting to affect me and the kids. Honey, where are the kids?
3 lines, 7 days for only $32.95. To place your ad, call 800-733-3933. That's 800-733-3933. Some restrictions apply. Contra Costa Times classified ads. Money right under your nose.
Honey, that's the neighbor's car. You leave that alone.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola Zero, proud sponsor of Cal Athletics. Real Coca-Cola taste.